the purpose of today is to get you familiar with the different ways to spot clients, market to them, and create transactions, through the exchanges. We do have some great tools for marketing. You have to know what an exchange is and how it can work for you. Taxes have increased. So now they're anywhere from 30 to 40% of your profit. Your profit is easy to figure. Look at what you paid for it, and what is someone going to pay you for it? The difference is your profit. Multiply times 35% if you want to make sure you're covered, and that's your tax bite. So now, what we care about is the mentality of the seller, the guy that's going to list. This guy says, what a lot of guys say, well, I bought it a long time ago, so I'm making $400,000, $80,000. I don't want to pay that, but what do I have to do? And I said, you have to listen for a minute and understand that what you have is a $400,000 asset. You need to protect the asset. If you turn it into cash, you have $320,000 because you have to give $80,000 to the government. So what are you willing to do to protect the asset? He said, well, what do you have to do? I said, well, you have to use us to do the paperwork, so it's an exchange. So when you sell, it'll be tax-free. And you have to find something better to get into to make more money with that asset. Just what you just said. And in essence, when he started to think about it, and I gave him some ideas, he changed his whole attitude. Because now, he don't have to give up the $80,000. I gave him some great ideas about how he can get 15 to 20% return on what he could buy, because we have options for people if they can't find anything. And all of a sudden he's saying, now I have $400,000, I'm not giving 80 to Barack Obama. I'm putting the 400 into what you just told me, and I'm going to make 20% on my money, whereas when I had my California property, I was only making 2, 3, 4%. First, we're going to focus on postcards. Who does this benefit, and how are they going to benefit? And then we're going to look at prospects. Who really is a prospect for this, and how do we know? And we're going to make it as simple as we possibly can. We're on this list now, just so everybody knows, in your package, 8 exchanges to boost your business. Okay? A retirement exchange is somebody sells investment property they own, and they exchange it into a property that they intend at some point, that they're thinking of moving into down the road, because you can't move in immediately. But they're going to, let's say, sell Fresno and buy Palm Springs, or sell Coronado and buy Palm Springs. Okay, as long as they're selling an investment property or one that they're not in because they got divorced and moved out, okay, that's your retirement exchange. College exchange, sell, then exchange into a property that your kids are going to rent from you while they're at college. So if somebody has a rental property and you know that they've got kids coming to college age, that's when your antenna goes off. Okay, if they're going to be going to college, maybe these people want to transfer what they've got tax-free into a college place that the kids can, rent from them. A divorce exchange is you sell, and since one party moves out, the party that moved out doesn't live at that property anymore. So that property that they moved out of is an exchange property for that person only. Vacation home. This is a huge opportunity. A lot of people bought vacation homes or would like to buy vacation homes. You can legally use them 2 weeks a year and still have them qualify as exchange properties. So you can go buy something in Big Bear or sell something in Big Bear and buy something else. Make more money each month from my exchange. We've talked about that. You want to transfer something at $400,000 equity, trade it into something that's going to give you a lot more rental income. I want to make more money. Okay, we have the No More Toilets exchange. People are tired of maintaining rental property. They want to get into no management exchange property. And then we have the cash out exchange, which is an awesome opportunity. Nobody knows about this. It's only marketed through accommodators. You're looking at one of the few marketing-oriented accommodators. And basically what you get to do is sell your property in an exchange, buy into a piece of a AAA option. So it's a very large building of maybe $200 million building where typically an insurance company or the government is a tenant. So it's a very secure investment. And what happens is, after this purchase, they allow you to cash out through a refinance up to 87% of your cash. So you put in $2 million, you get back 1.7, and you can go buy other real estate or whatever you want. You can keep the money. So for people that just don't want to have anything to do with real estate, sell, exchange into this, get the money, have fun. So all this is trying to do is teach you who are the prospects for exchanging, who is not going to qualify, what you were just asking me earlier, okay? And so there's two simple questions that you have to ask. Are they selling and then thinking of buying? If they're selling and then buying, they're a prospect. Number two, is there any business use at the property? Okay, now you need to know what business use means, okay? So what business use is a former residence. Why is a former residence okay? Anybody?
Because you don't live there.
You don't live there anymore. Perfect. A residence with a home office or a small business. The portion of the residence that is used for small business qualifies. A vacation home, that's easy. Property where people are getting divorced. We talked about that. Rental property or commercial property. Save the easiest for last. Obviously, that's all going to be exchange property. So whether you want a t-shirt or not, remember what's on the t-shirt. Because otherwise, you're talking to people that don't qualify for the exchange. Okay, and these are all in your packages. And so that's who qualifies, and we talked about the exchanges that are out there and how they're going to benefit. Now, how are you going to get business? This is a mobile app, which is a link to a video and an ability for a client to sign up. Okay, if they sign up, they get the booklet, okay? But they're in the database and you get an email, okay? Because each one of these mobile apps is linked to you individually. So you're going to get your own personally coded mobile app in an email, and it's a little link. And we're going to, just go through how you use that. The point of it from your standpoint is, how can I market and pre-qualify with David doing all the work? Yeah. You don't do anything after you put the links out. But if you don't put the links out, nothing will happen. It's as simple as that. And you can get the links out in a lot of different ways. You can cut them and paste them. You can also click on the link yourself, get this open, and sign them up. But you might want to tell them that you're doing it, because otherwise they'll get it and they won't really know why it's there or who sent it to them and so forth. So sign them up yourself, send it to them to sign it up. Great tool, I think, is to put it in social media. Start doing some posts. Talk to them about, do you qualify? Talk to them in the posts about investments they could get into, or talk to them about different types of exchanges in your posts, and then have the link available. Now, the link is customizable, so you can put your name in the actual link. It's not one of these long, URL things. It's got SellTaxFree in it, and you can add to that phrase whatever words or your name or whatever you want to put in there that's going to brand it to you, okay? So you put those in your social media. I think a great place to put it, my thought, curious what other people think, with listing information, because if somebody's looking for real estate, they may want to buy or sell, and then maybe they like what you're showing, maybe they don't, but regardless, if they see Sell Tax Free, they may click on it. Now, I should say, there's two of these. Two versions of this link. One is just about what an exchange is, how you do it, who pre-qualifies, blah, 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 the basics. Okay, the other one is this one from the property standpoint of what you can get into. And so in the future, we'll be sending you both links. Hi, this is attorney David P. Greenberger of 1031 Exchange Advantage, here to tell you how you can sell your investment real estate tax-free using a 1031 exchange, and then reinvest to complete the exchange successfully in a better investment. That's really why anyone should do an exchange, because the price of your real estate has gone up and you want to sell it without paying any taxes. And you're able to find a better investment to get into that serves your needs at that point in time. Today we have 3 different options to take a look at in terms of investments. Number one is the cash out option. Rather than worry about whether you will find a replacement property to exchange into, let alone one that has a great return, you can consider this option. You exchange into a AAA property with a top-notch tenant, like a major corporation or the government. Then, after the exchange is over and your taxes are deferred, you're able to cash out and have no responsibility for the loan payments. You're cashing out with a refinance loan that's arranged for you, but you have no responsibility to make the loan payments. This works well for someone who can't find another property, because you can always invest in these properties, and then after the exchange, take advantage of the refinance that allows you to pull out your cash without any other obligations. So to look at the turnkey homes option, for those who want to grow a real estate net worth without any headaches, there are turnkey single-family homes managed by a successful firm, and they're ready for you to invest in to complete your exchange. They find the homes, they rehab them, they tenant them, they manage them, they guarantee the first year's rent, and they'll pay your homeowner's warranty first year. Now let's take a look at the fractional interest option, which works very well for people that don't have as much money to invest, but want to take advantage of no management headaches and the security of owning a property that has a Fortune 500 tenant. Typically what happens is you will buy an interest in the property with many other investors. You'll complete your exchange and you'll get a reasonable return on your money. And it's very good for retirement income with no management headaches. So first off, any of the investments you've seen today can allow you to complete your 1031 exchange successfully. And they really all can be used as a backup in case you can't find any other real estate to get into. But you can always buy whatever piece of real estate you want to complete your exchange. The first step toward a successful exchange is for you to order your roadmap guide at 1031exchangeadvantage.com. This has been a really good group for questions, by the way. I want to thank everybody. If you want any more information on these options to excite people, to motivate it, let me know.